Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 2 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his 3rd season, it's Justin Herbert.
It feels like hyperbole, but it's actually reality. In only 2 seasons, we've seen Justin Herbert do things rarely or never seen before in the NFL. He's one of only 9 quarterbacks now with a 5,000-yard passing season and made the Chargers a top 5.
He rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Finding room at midfield, and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. Up the middle with Eckler. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. It's Eckler again. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
And not only was it great to see Dak Prescott make his return in 2021, it's even better to see him playing the best ball of his career. He didn't lead Dallas to just a division title and its best record in 6 years. Dallas also led the league in yards and points, the first time it has led in both since 1971.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Running on first down, Eckler. In on the stop, it was Dorrance Armstrong. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's Williams on the catch. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Herbert. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On first down, Justin Herbert. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd down, Elliott. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here's the pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll get to the line here. But remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Elliott. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see. And they'll call that one every time.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Now Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
That's to his running back, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is now 14-10. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, he's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Finding room at midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Herbert on first down now. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert now. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, Charles, you take a look at the draft class for this offense. It's highlighted by a first-round pick who provides a much-needed boost to their offensive line.
And you and I both know it's the kind of pick that doesn't often get a fan base really excited. But I know who is excited. Their quarterback. He won't get hit as much, and that should improve the rest of the offense as well.
18 yards the gain for number 18. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Rush's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Back to throw, Rush. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing here, Rush. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone. Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass. Second down and goal. Rush. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's a foot race. The 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Prescott. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Noah Brown, the Ohio State man, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it down the field to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He's going deep for Brown. And Prescott, his third interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now the fourth-round pick from A&M. This is Isaiah Spiller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. There's the first throw now for Chase Daniel. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Nashad Wright. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's the 2nd and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys have retaken a third quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that will make this a 4-point game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's Daniel. He'll get that complete to Reed. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Daniel. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Now it's Daniel. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett from 4 yards out. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rush finding Tolbert here over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Rush to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rush. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Daniel, and that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap for Daniel. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, 26 yards. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that will make this a 4-point game. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter. And a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Daniel. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Daniel going to throw. And this one complete to Reed. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both
both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Remember now, no overtime in the preseason, but where the score is at now, overtime would be unlikely. If these guys can put it in the end zone here, they'll be looking pretty good. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Daniel now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Daniel. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Going to run again here with Pollard, and he'll work this one out to about the 38. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. To throw is Rush. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last throw for Daniel. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.